We're chatting with Tiffany Kerruish from Fynoderee Distillery, finding out all about this incredibly special product, the Refuge Manx Rum, which, as we've just been finding out, was left on the Tower of Refuge to mature. And we were talking about the extreme conditions and the fact that the tower was battered by storms while the casks were out there. I mean, you must have been beside yourself worrying about it.
There were a few days, I must admit, where we were a little bit worried that there might be some barrels sort of washed up on Douglas Beach, but
they survived.
They survived.
It's
they
a well-built
tower.
Intact. Yeah. And so then, of course, you had to try and get it back.
We had to get it back.
So, and that was quite
actually,
the deal.
We had to do a couple of trips out just to check on it as well. So, and we wanted to test how it was developing and just to make sure that everything was fine. So we did that a couple of times, and then then it was the operation get it off the tower. So that was again an interesting one. We had a couple of failed attempts actually. We were a bit unlucky with the weather getting it off, but we prevailed in the end and safely back in Ramsey now. But there was a rather nifty tractor crossing to get it all back ashore. So
the lengths you have gone to, but it is a beautiful thing as well. So you've got a bottle here, so if you just hold it up for us, and then because there will be a video of this after, so we will of course share the video so you can see it. But just while you're holding it up, just tell us a little bit then, what does it actually taste like?
Well, let me open the box here. It's held together by a magnet, and if we open up this lovely box, you'll see we've got the beautiful label just glinting out there. Again, we've worked with the unbelievably talented Julia Ashby-Smith on this label, and also the design of the logo and the box. So Julia has really gone to town this time on creating an absolutely exquisite piece of artwork here that has been and then digitised by 572, the agency that we work with, who are in Onken, and we've gone to town on all of the different types of embellishments possible on a label. So we've got glinty bits, we've got reflective bits, and it's absolutely beautiful which way you turn. You'll see that the rum that went into the barrel clear, because all rum comes off the still clear when it is first made, has taken on a beautiful colour. So we would describe this as an amber rum, a sort of light golden rum. All that colour is natural. It has all been absorbed from the barrel itself. So we use bourbon casks, very premium casks, first fill. So they've taken on the flavour of the bourbon that was in them originally. They've got a lovely note of toasted oak, there's vanilla, and the very unique thing about this particular product, this Manx Refuge rum, is that I was talking about the atmosphere that the casks had been in, and it has imparted this tiny little salted caramel note, which is just amazing. So for people who like rum, this is going to blow their minds. For people that don't know whether they like rum, this might completely turn them into rum fans.
Well, I have to say, because I'm a bourbon fan and also an old-fashioned fan, and so you mentioned that it works really well as an old-fashioned.
It's the most amazing Refuge rum Manx old-fashioned. So in fact, so good that we've included it in the little souvenir booklet that comes with the box. So the booklet sits there, as you can see, and the booklet actually details this amazing story of taking it out there, and also the history of the RNLI and the connection to the Isle of Man. So it creates a lovely souvenir package then with the bottle, the box, and the little leaflet.
And as you're saying, of course, the point of this basically is to raise funds for the RNLI. So every bottle that's sold, 20% goes to the RNLI.
20% goes directly to the charity. So this is going to add to the already over £10,000 that we've already collected through the sales of the rum. So this is supercharging, and this is really going to make a difference. And it's, having met the crew in Ramsey and in Douglas and from the other 5 stations that we have on the Isle of Man, it's truly inspiring what they do and the bravery that goes into launching that lifeboat each time they get a call out. So the money that is raised just goes into supporting that. And that's a wonderful thing to do, and and to get behind.
Okay, so what people want to know, I've had several messages in from people saying, where can you get it? How much is it? So let's let people know then, because I mean, there's only, as we said, a very limited number of bottles. So if people want to get their hands on them, they need to get them as quick as they can, don't they?
Yes. We've kept our promotions quite local recently, really because we had to launch our bottle one. Now, bottle one went for quite an amazing price at the RNLI Gala dinner. So it was £1,235, I think it was, just under £1,300.
Superb.
So the good news is that it's nowhere near that price to buy it from our website. So we are selling it for £125, and £25 of that will go directly to the charity to support their life-saving work. And it's free postage at the moment from Fynoderee.com on all of our products. So this included. Next week we have some promotion going out nationwide with their Lifeboat magazine. So we just want the Isle of Man to make sure that they get their hands on it first. So
you better be quick
yeah.
then. Do you know what? It's going to be a really tough call as to whether or not you hold on to it and don't open it, because it's clearly going to raise in value over the years.
Yes.
But it sounds like it tastes amazing. So I think I'd really struggle to keep that bottle stopper in there.
I know it's going to be a bit of a challenge. Maybe a buy one, keep one.
Yeah, let's do that then.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Well, seriously, serious congratulations for achieving this, because the effort that has gone in, this must be the most effort anyone's put into making a bottle of
I would say
spirit.
they probably have, yes. It has been off the charts, really, the effort that has gone into it, and the amount of time that has gone into the logistics, the planning, the organising, the sourcing the materials. You know, we use panela to make our rum, which is an organic cane sugar that we get from a sustainable fair trade farm in Colombia. So everything right down to the finest detail is really kind of looked into and done to the very, very best of our ability, and our sourcing. You know, we're very much an ethical brand, so everything that we do, we try to make sure it fits with our biosphere credentials. So nothing is left to chance, let's put it that way.
Doesn't even cover it.